Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Coding Heights. This is Rasina with you. Hope you all are doing good. So, in today's video, we are going to learn an important concept in Python, that is method resolution order. When we are dealing with the inheritance, you will be wondered sometimes like how Python decides which method to call, especially when we are dealing with the multiple or multi-level inheritance. So the thing is MRO or method resolution order. Like imagine you are in a family where multiple peoples can cook, okay? But some are better for certain dishes. So when you want a specific meal, who do you go to first? That is exactly what Python figures out when you use inheritance and have methods the same name in different classes. So in this video, I will explain what is MRO and why it is important, then how Python determine the order to check methods, then how to use MRO in your code. So by the end of this video, you will understand exactly how Python reserves methods, method calls, and how to avoid confusion when working with the multiple inheritance. So, first, what is meant by this MRO? MRO stands for Method Resolution Order. It is the order Python follows to search for a method in a class and its parent class. Especially important when we are dealing with multiple inheritance where a class can have more than one parent class. So Python follows a set of rules to decide which method to call, and it always follows a clear predictable path. So I have a class named A, and here I have a function greet, and here I am simply printing a message hello from A. Okay, so this is one class. Now this is multi-level, right? So I'm creating another class. This is class B. Okay, and this is inheriting from A. Clear? So this is the grandparent class, and this is the parent class. Okay, and here this is hello from B. Clear? So now I have the child class, that is our class C, and this is also, we can say, yeah, hello from C, or if you don't want make it, maybe we can make it symbol. Here we can make it as sparse. Okay, then I will make the change so that you will understand better. So I created three classes using a multi-level inheritance. So here we have a grandparent class, that is class A, and this is the parent class, that is the intermediate class. It is class B and the child class. Okay. So class A and class B have a function named greet and have its own content. So now here I am going to create an object. Okay. So I can create an object equal to C. Okay. I am creating an object of my child class. Now I am going to greet. Call the function greet. Okay, yeah, what is the mistake is you didn't inherited this B here, right? So that is the thing. Now we will run this code. Yeah, we are getting hello from B. You can notice that when we are going to call this obj.greet, there will be two functions like with the same name, right? In class B as well as class A have the same function named greet, but we only got output from B, right? So that is why, because of this MRO. Now I will explain how this calculation is going on, like how it is selecting class B or class A methods. Python uses an algorithm called the C3 Linearization Algorithm. It is a way to ensure the order is logical and follows these rules. For example, child classes are checked before parent class. For example, if I have a function here, like here we make it as pass, right? So instead of that, if I am writing a function I will copy this from here. Here and now I changed the class C by removing the pass, and I wrote a function with the same name as the parent classes. Okay, so when I'm going to run this code, you will get this output only. So first it will check for the child class, then only it move for the parent classes. That is the first rule of C3 linearization algorithm. Okay, you got it. So here we got output at hello from C. Okay, if it is not there, we will get output from B only, right? The next class. So the listing is also important here. Now we will get a B only. So the first rule is child classes are checked before parent classes. Now second is if a class has multiple parents, that is in the case of multiple inheritance. So Python checks them in the order they are listed. For example, if I have a class, I will write here. If I have a class C, and if I am doing something like this a comma b, in that case it will follow the order as C A B, like that only. Okay, if I am giving C B A, then it will follow the order C B A only. So that is one rule of C3 linearization algorithm. And another point is Python never visit the same class twice. For example, if we visited class B, then it will never go again for this class B. So only one time will be visiting these all classes. Clear? So now we will go for another example with multiple inheritance. I will explain how using multiple inheritance this MRO thing works. So for that I have some classes like class A. Here I have a function the same like A. Now I have another class. I will just make a copy here. Then I will paste it here. So this is an example of multiple inheritance. So here we can write something like this. Now I have a class C which is inheriting from two parents, right? A comma B. And here I will make a pass first, then I will explain it to that code also. Okay. So here I am going to create an object of C, and I'm going to print or call the function greet. Okay, so here I wrote two parent classes and it has one child class, and here the order is A comma B. When I am explaining that C3 linearization algorithm, I told that if a class has multiple parents, Python checks them in the order they are listed. So here in this case the order is first A then B, right? So this will be the order. Okay, the first mentioned class is A, right? So I will show that. Yeah, we got this A. That B is from the previous code. I will make it a comment. Okay, now we are getting the output from A, right? I first mentioned here A. Now we will change that also. Like I'm making this B, then A. A. Okay. So now we will get output from B only. Clear? This is. And also the one rule I told, like child classes are checked before parent class. So here if we don't have pass, we have the same function. So the output is exactly from this child class only. Okay, that also I will show here. You can see we get the output from C only. Clear? So these are the cases this MRO or method resolution work. So you need to understand how the working or how the flow is going on in this inheritance thing. So the three rules you need to understand very neatly. Like child classes are checked before parent class, and second point is if the class has multiple parents, Python checks them in the order they are listed. And the third point is Python never visits the same class twice or again. Okay, so we can understand the MRO of a class using a function MRO. Here I will explain that also. We know internally how this is happening. So for example, I'm calling this C, dot MRO. Okay, so it will show the execution like execution order. So here you can see the first one is C, then B, then A, right? This is the order. So if I am changing here A comma B, then you can see we are getting something different. You can see here C, that is a child class. First is child class, then is the base classes, or the order we are giving here. So here A and B is the order. So now I will explain this concept more clear with a real life example. So we have a company with a three level of rules like employee, then we have a manager, then the another category is director. So employee is the base class. Okay, so I'm writing employee. So here I have a function like work. I can give work, and here I'm printing something like working as a cut, cut, regular employee. Now I have another class that is manager, and which is a intermediate class which is deriving from this employee. Okay, and here I have a function the same name. I will just copy this thing here, paste here. Here I can write managers managing team, right? So he is managing a team. So this is the um, intermediate class or the middle class. Now I have another class that is class director, and this one is deriving from this both classes like employee and manager. Okay, and here I'm not writing anything, I'm just making it pass. Okay, now I'm creating an object of director equal to director. Good. Okay, now I'm going to call this function director.work. Here we have a class employee which has a function work, and class manager which is deriving from this employee class, and it also has the same function, and class director which is deriving from both the classes like employee and manager. So here when I'm going to run, do you have any guess what will be the output? You can see we are getting a managing team, because the rule was like first it will go for this child class, right? So if there is nothing, it will go for this first one listing here. So here first one listing is manager, right? That is why we are getting this one. For example, here if I am not making this pass, I am just copying this function from here, and I'm just making a director. Okay, so we will get definitely director, right? So that is the working of this MRO thing. Yeah, pass. So here we can also check this MRO using this function director dot MRO, right? So I will make a print here. Now we can just show that you are getting first is director class, right? Director, there is nothing is there, so there is it will not execute anything. Then it will go for this manager. So in the manager there is a function is there, managing team, so that is why we are getting the output as managing team. Then the next one is this employee. Okay, first it checks the director class, but there is no work method, so it moves for the next one, that is this manager class, and there it finds a function, so it's simply executing, right? So I hope you understood how Python prioritize the order based on this MRO. So MRO also helps to resolve conflicts in multiple inheritance. So I hope you understood about this MRO how it works in multiple and multi-level inheritance. MRO decides the order in which Python to looks for methods in a class hierarchy. So Python follows C3 Linearization Algorithm to calculate the MRO. So you can view the MRO using MRO method. So MRO helps to Python to handle inheritance cleanly and avoid conflicts, especially in multiple inheritance. I hope this video made MRO clear and easy to understand. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box and I will be happy to help. Thank you. Have a nice day.